Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy Pixel Discussions. And hot damn, PlayStation 5 reveal with a bunch of games. I'm Azara Lopez. Joining me today, Ian Goudlock.
Hey.
Jacob Yoder.
Hello.
Ark Damati.
That's my name.
And Noah Butner.
What's up?
Dude, you guys, we're a full house today. We have a lot to talk about. Jesus Christ. First off, let's just let the cat out of the bag. PlayStation 5, the box was shown. Let's just general reactions. Jake, I'll start with you.
It looks weird, man. We were all talking when it first got revealed. We were all like, what the hell is this? Because, man, what the hell is that? You know? I mean, it looks like something, I'll probably grow to like it, but I don't know, it's weird. It's not bad, it's just weird.
You know what it looks like? It looks like in a video game when you collect a crystal. It looks like one of those crystals.
Yeah.
Like the symmetry and all of that. It just looks like something you would collect in a video game with these
It really does.
weird horns that jet out of the top that don't really need to be there, but they are. Ian, what are your general reactions on this?
Yeah, the horns that you mentioned, that's the one part that's kind of actually sitting the worst with me. I don't know why they're there. I doubt they serve any kind of function. I do like that digital release more, and I do think it'll grow on me. And I understand going with the white and the reasons behind that, but
So you're a digital guy?
no, well, I might be just the way it looks. I like the yeah.
Remove the CD tray and you have a straighter console there.
Yeah, there's kind of this weird asymmetry with the drive there, and I just like, I don't know. Again, I'll probably grow to like it too, but it's okay. it's not mind blowing to me, but yeah, those fins bother me.
Yeah, I feel like as we move into this new generation, the better hardware needs to be in a more vertical case to allow better cooling, but it just seems like they're trying to make it difficult for me to put this thing on a shelf.
Yeah.
Well, because when you think about it, the Xbox Series X is doing the same thing with their console, kind of this vertical design. So it probably has something to do with like these new consoles being tailored to PCs. You know, like they're basically just powerful PCs for televisions. You know, so they probably have to adapt this vertical design. And man, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think we were talking too. It looks like something that could easily be damaged. It just has that look to it for some reason. I don't know. Like I could see it breaking.
I feel like modders are very quickly just going to cut the horns off.
Yeah.
I don't like the. I'm a physical guy. You guys, you know me.
Oh, yes.
And the fact that they're offering this digital version, which is probably going to be like $50 cheaper, they're trying to kill the physical market, guys. You heard it here first. They're trying to kill the physical market.
Sony single-handedly is killing the physical market.
Yeah, nobody else. I mean, yeah, I guess is you could see it that way, or is just like options. I don't know. And honestly, even though the appearance, if you know, having the 4K, like I would definitely get the physical option.
Okay.
I have a lot of 4K laying around. So.
Mark, do you have anything to say about this?
No, it just looks like Daft Punk with ears.
Let's move on to the announcements. We have Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Jake, what do you think about this announcement?
I think it looks awesome. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome, because I would be very surprised if Insomniac was already ready to churn out Spider-Man 2, you know, like a full sequel. But I guess that's possible because they didn't really say if it was a DLC expansion or, you know, a sequel, because I could see it kind of going either way. Yeah. But I think it looks awesome. I love Miles Morales, and I'm really excited to jump back into Insomniac's Spider-Man universe.
Ian, you're talking about his kind of resemblance to the film adaptation, the animated film adaptation of Miles Morales. How do you think this compares to his new in-game look, this title?
Yeah, also I think it's just maybe personality wise, they're gonna really lean on that just because that was such a huge movie. And I think he gained a lot of fans through that movie. So I think maybe just, I noticed a lot more neon kind of like in the really bright kind of colors and aesthetic in this that weren't in the first Spider-Man, but showed up more in the movie. So I think they definitely should, try to market that towards people that were really into the Spider-Verse. So yeah.
Noah, do you have any comments on Spider-Man?
I just think that well, I didn't really like the first Spider-Man. I know it's a hot take, but I do like the idea of passing on the torch because there's so many cool Spider-Mans in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So I think if that's the route they're gonna go with sort of episodic installments, or even just Miles Morales' character being really cool, I think is reason enough for me to be into that game. So
Cool. Mark, did you play Spider-Man?
No, I'm not a Spider-Man man.
What
The
kind
guy
of man
from New
are you?
York?
You're done like I've seen the first Spider-Man movie. That is it.
Yeah, the only hero from New York.
I grew up in Queens. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, but the games are just not it for me.
I'm just not. I just don't like superheroes, man. Just you can yell at me. I don't care.
It's cool.
There's something that Noah might like. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Noah, what can you tell us about this game?
Yeah, so I mean, it's like the series has over 10 installments already, and this one just seems to be a great way to sort of kick off the PS5. I think it's always been a game that's synonymous with PlayStation. It dominated a lot of the PS2, PS3 catalog, and I think it's interesting to see how they're pushing the hardware to make a very distinctively artistic style more graphically enhanced, I guess.
Yeah, the platformer genre in general kind of had a low dipping point around the PS4 era, where we were getting them in the early stages, but then like nobody wanted them, and I think in the middle of PS4 we were getting more of live service games, ones that evolve over 3 years. It's better for developers to do that, I guess, but we lost track of like these one-off platformer games. So seeing it in the PlayStation 5, seeing a platformer game realized on the PlayStation 5 was exciting, definitely. Jake, do you have anything to add?
I've always loved Ratchet and Clank, so I'm really looking forward to this new game. It looked like visually amazing. I think we were commenting earlier about all the like particle effects and everything in the trailer. It looked crazy. It definitely looks next gen, so I'm excited to hop into it when it comes out.
Not to mention that the internet's gonna have a field day with the female Ratchet.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for Rule 34 soon. Give it an hour.
Oh boy, I'm sure it's already out.
Yeah,
It's already out there.
Ian, what did you think about the Ratchet and Clank reveal?
Yeah, also about the all the particle effects. It'll be interesting to see in my mind when I was watching that how much of that is related to actually things you can interact with, or if it's kind of there just for show, if like, oh, a lot of stuff is going on, but because it was like kind of chaotic but in a really cool looking way. Yeah,
one of those early games that come out on a system that just like just shows off what it can do. Like here's a bunch of particles on the screen. Look at what we can do, and then the gameplay just is like flat as hell.
Yeah, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if that's like a constant throughout the game or if that was like an intense moment. But yeah,
Mark, you kind of liked this trailer as well, right?
I do think this game looks baller. Actually, I didn't play all of them, but I have played a decent amount of these games. Especially, I remember just that one Up Your Arsenal game, just because of the title. As a kid, I thought it was hilarious. But other than that, I did play the crap out of them as a child, and it does look like it has a lot of those raw elements from the old games, such as just like the ability to mix gun like fun gunplay with like up close beat 'em up, like adventure mechanics. I don't know. It's just just looks good, man. It just looks good.
I never knew that innuendo until this moment. So
Pure Arsenal.
yeah, never put it together.
I gotta admit it. Same here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like too innocent back then. I was like, ooh, guns.
Yeah.
We don't know much about this game, but Project Athia. Ian, what can you tell us about this title?
You know, yeah, it looked super cool. I'm guessing like it's an action adventure. I'm wondering if it's going to be more open world, because they really emphasized the environment, and kind of the magic that looked like it was using might be elemental. Like there's a lot of roots, and I really don't know what kind of game this will be like. Yeah, so it's, I mean, we only got a little bit of gameplay, and it doesn't even look like that might be the final title either. But
definitely Project Athia.
yeah.
Looks like, so this is made by the new studio from Square Enix called Luminous Productions, which is based on the idea of Luminous, their engine, their in studio engine. That was kind of weird because nobody really used it, and then they just went to use Unreal after that. So I guess they're bringing it back for PlayStation 5, and there is like you said, there's really nothing on this game, and it's it has adventure elements in it. It has action, I guess, but
that being said, I'm intrigued though. Like I want to play, like whatever this is, I'm kind of excited to see where it goes, and like I'm open to playing that for sure. It looks cool.
Jake, what do you think about this game? Do you have any? We don't know much about it, so I don't know what we can really say.
Yeah, I don't think I really have anything to add.
We're waiting for more information. The story is incoming. Now, a game that I would love to talk about with you guys is Oddworld Soulstorm. We finally got some gameplay on this title, and growing up, like Mark with Ratchet and Clank, I grew up with Oddworld on PlayStation, and I loved this game. The non-linearity of the puzzles, where you have to save Mudokons and kind of guide them through these intricate designs of level designs. It's creates this interesting atmosphere overall, where you mess up because Mudokons die sometimes, but that's not the game over, you know? But the challenge is to go through the game and try to save everyone, but that's really hard. So it's more fun to just adventure through this weird world with these weird characters, and it's so dark. It's like, it's super dry humor, just very dark. And have you guys played Oddworld at all?
I actually haven't, and it was one of those games that has been recommended to me so many times, and I saw it everywhere, but I haven't, and it looks amazing. Yeah.
They definitely upped their graphics. But yeah, I'm sure you guys haven't played anything like that. But Jake, what did you think about the trailer?
Again, I mean, it looked really creepy, you know? It had a very intense vibe. I've also never played an Oddworld game, but I mean, I know of the series and I know kind of what they're all about. But this one even looked more intense than, I mean, any of the rest of them have.
He farts, right? Like that's a thing?
He does fart.
Okay, all right.
He farts. Moving on, Jake, what can you tell us about Ghostwire Tokyo?
Ooh, so Ghostwire Tokyo looks really interesting. So this is like a Bethesda game developed by the same people that made The Evil Within. And they revealed it last year at E3 2019. And I remember thinking it looked like a survival horror game, but we got a gameplay trailer for it today, and it is decidedly not a survival horror game. It, I don't know, it's like an action game, and you're like fighting all these creepy Japanese inspired monsters. There's like a Slender Man guy. I don't really know what's going on, but it looks awesome, and I definitely want to play it.
Yeah, it's like somebody took some drugs and then watched a horror movie at the same time and combined it into an action game.
Exactly.
Mark, did you watch this trailer?
I honestly don't remember it, so you might have to cut me out of this one.
It's like I don't know. It just reminds me of like a rave or something, like something you would see behind a rave concert, like on a screen, and just like these really flashy, like death scenes of ghosts. And yeah, so there's oh, we'll hear more of Ghostwire soon, but that it looks cool. It looks interesting, and he's using Naruto ninja skills the entire time. Now, this next reveal, Shuya Yoshida introduced as Demon Souls for PlayStation 5, and it's pretty much a remastered or remade version of Demon Souls, which released on PS3. Yeah, I really liked. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I never played a Dark Souls game. I've only played Demon Souls, so there it is. I admitted it. So this to me was really cool, but what was not cool was how I thought that it was a Legend of Dragoon remake for the entire first like 15 seconds of the trailer. I was like, oh, this is fucking Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, it's Bloodborne 2, and we were both wrong.
Yeah.
You know what? That's okay because Demon Souls is a thing now and it's coming to PlayStation 5. It's not in development by From Software. Bluepoint is doing it. Meh. That's all I have to say. What do you think about this, guys? Noah, you love the Souls games, right?
I love the Souls games, and I think that this is a great sort of nicety for Sony, Bluepoint, FromSoft, everyone working on it. Especially that Elden Ring is going to be coming out soon. I think it's going to give Elden Ring and this are going to give Souls fans a lot to sort of deal with and enjoy over the holiday season, which is going to be fun.
Would you play this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are playing Demon Souls now with a bunch of mods, so there's no reason to suspect people won't buy this. Especially since we're sort of waiting for a mainline entry. Like we're waiting for another Dark Souls game or another Bloodborne game, so we're just kind of chomping at the bit.
Would you rather Legend of Dragoon be remade?
Maybe. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay, so we're all on the same page there. Moving on, we have a Resident Evil Village trailer, and we didn't get much information on it, only that it is confirmed for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. It is not confirmed for PS4 or Xbox One, so if you want to continue the Resident Evil series, it looks like you'll have to go next gen.
Yeah, and more specifically, it is Resident Evil 8. You know, it's not just like a spin-off or anything. This is the next one.
Yeah, that's what they should have called it, Resident Evil, the next one, and then put an 8. They really try to get clever with their naming conventions, where the village is like VIII, you know?
Yeah.
So good on them for playing around with that. There's the opening of the trailer. I want what are your thoughts? It says his story comes to a close. Now, does this mean the story of Resident Evil 7? Or does this mean the story overall? Who is he? What is this referring to?
Wasn't Chris Redfield in it? Like at the end?
Yeah, they showed
It probably means his story, I would assume. Whatever that is.
I've never been a fan of Chris Redfield. Remember when Resident Evil 4 was announced and they're saying that Leon can kind of change into something dark, and they had like this ghostly figure with some of the concept of this game? Maybe they're bringing that idea back? I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, Claire in this game. What are you doing?
You don't know yet. So.
No, I know people hate me, would hate me for this, but Resident Evil Code Veronica is one of my favorite entries in the series, and I would love to see a remake of that.
They might at some point. I know that's a very divisive opinion.
Did you watch this trailer, Noah?
No, I was walking my dog.
You didn't miss out on much, just a lot of quick flashes and first-person gameplay. So let's move on to Horizon Forbidden West. Noah, what can you tell us about this?
Well, I mean, it seems to pick up where the first one left off. So, a direct sequel where Aloy can explore what's left of America. I think it's interesting in that we're getting to see like new fauna, specifically like a lot of underwater creatures that we didn't get in the first game. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a great way to expand on this IP. Just introduce more creatures for people to be amazed at. Yeah, looks good. I mean, looks exactly like what I pictured the sequel would look like.
Definitely looks like Horizon, but I've only played like 2 hours of it. Once I got to the open world, I was like, fuck it. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I mean, the whole game is pretty much just like going around discovering holograms of the past, and I mean, it's like a constantly unraveling mystery. So I think that people who were into it from the first game are gonna need to pick this one up. But yeah, if you didn't love the first one, I don't think this game is gonna introduce anything new that's gonna bring people in.
Jake, did you play Horizon?
Yeah, I kind of had a similar experience to you where it looked awesome, and I don't know, it was just the wrong time or something. I don't know. I played it for probably 5 hours and then dropped off. So I don't know. It was good. It's something that's on my backlog, but I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel.
I doubt you'll ever get to it, even if it's in your backlog.
Yeah, I mean, that's the curse of working in this industry.
So some quick fire announcements. We have Hitman 3. Any idea on this one? It's more Hitman.
Meh.
We have Pragmata, which we thought was The Division, but it's not.
And then we thought it was a Kojima game.
But it's not. It's a Capcom.
It's a Capcom game.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about it. I'm gonna wait for more information on it for sure.
It looks like they were trying to do Polo Kojima, and they didn't do as good of a job.
Yeah, let's freak everyone out and do this weird ass trailer. We have NBA 2K21. Crickets.
Nope, who cares?
You know, a game that actually I didn't really care about when they were revealing it, but now looking at it, that Kena Bridge of Spirits is another platformer looking game that looks really cool and cute and has like these little kind of Pikmin like characters. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Gran Turismo 7.
Oh yeah, but that one too, crickets. But yeah, so Kena Bridge of Spirits. Ian, did you watch this trailer?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I really liked all the designs and the colors and just the vibe of it. I thought was really cute, and yeah, I kind of felt, I think, a similar way you did. I'm pretty intrigued, and I'd be interested in playing that for sure.
Looks like it has like a Fern Gully style thing where like you're fighting this dark presence, and then you transform the forest into, or bring the forest alive, I guess. And it is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, so wow, like
kind of like little Miyazaki suit sprites or gremlins. Yeah.
Combat looks super involved too, with like dodges and different abilities to use. So I'm definitely excited to see more of this game. There was a Goodbye Volcano High, which I don't even know.
Yo, that game looks weird as hell. Like, what even is that?
Oh, was that the animal one?
It's like the dinosaur.
Or dinosaur? Yeah.
High school.
I mean, like, I'm intrigued, but I don't know what the hell it is.
That's gonna sell well, though. I feel like it will.
And then there's like a Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming.
Oh my goodness!
That's a weird way to open it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a weird way. Guys, any closing thoughts? Let's just go through it. Jake, what are your closing thoughts on the PS5?
I mean, this presentation definitely felt more like an E3 presentation, so that it was exciting to watch. I'd say I'm about excited for, I don't know, it's kind of 50-50. They showed a lot of stuff that was kind of meh, I thought. I mean, it all looks interesting, but it wasn't the greatest. It was fine though. I thought I'm glad to finally know what the box looks like. Now I just want to hear the price and the release date.
Ian.
Yeah, kind of the same. Like I didn't feel super like excited about a lot of stuff other than maybe like I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so that was, you know, but yeah, I'm not like overwhelmed by how amazing it was, but I'm more curious about the pricing and everything that's going to come out. So yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad.
Mark.
I think for someone else, this might have been a great presentation. I do think a lot of good things were shown, including, and I think at the top, Ratchet and Clank. I think that was the giant bomb from PlayStation live stream on this one. But in general, I think they have some cool games. Will I be able to play any of them? No, I will not. Hopefully some people will play them in honor of me and enjoy them, because as of right now, I only like Ratchet and Clank that showed up. The game Returnal, we didn't talk about this. The Returnal kind of caught my eye. It felt like Lost Planet, and I liked that game. So that's what I'm gonna leave it as. Mark's approval on that.
Okay. Noah.
I really like Stray. I like being a cat in a robot universe. But similar to Mark, nothing in this lineup stands out to me enough so much as to see me buy this console. I'm still waiting for, I don't know, something more than GTA 5 again.
It's strange. A lot of these games too had a 2021 release. So you're right. Like, what's holding on to you to buy this game this console launch?
From a like narrative standpoint, this is feeling a lot like the Xbox One launch, where there was effectively nothing to play for the first couple of months.
Rome? You got the Rome game?
Rise, Son of Rome. Yeah, I don't know.
For me, guys, there's no Legend of Dragoon.
No Legend of Dragoon, no PS5.
There was no Wild Arms announcement.
No Madden.
No Elden Ring gameplay.
What stood out to me though, like the rest of you guys, I'm sure, is the Ratchet and Clank trailer was super good. The Resident Evil trailer was cool, but I could have received the Resident Evil trailer any day. You know, it didn't have to be during this event.
It just needed more jean shorts, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like the whole presentation as a whole might have just needed more like Sony exclusive stuff, you know?
Or I like their deep dive things where they kind of go, because we just got the trailers and that's it, and they're like, no more in 2021. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they got, of course, the Oddworld Soulstorm gameplay reveal, which is really cool for me, at least. That's our take. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of some of the reveals and what your favorite standout moments were, and probably what we didn't talk about here, because we didn't want to stretch this on too long. But thank you for joining us, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.